Gulf Shores City Schools, we welcome you to the Gulf Shores Sportsplex for tonight's matchup between the Baldwin County Tigers and your Gulf Shores Dolphins. Here are the lineups for tonight's matchup. First for the visiting Tigers. Starting in center field, number 1, Jackson Paul. In left field, number 9, Rowan Wallace. Starting at shortstop, number 23, Reed Johnson. Starting pitcher for the Tigers, number 16, Braden Brayers. At DH, number 5, Mitchell Tuberville.
Is he still too quiet?
I know. Is it? Still? Starting at first base, number 8, Aiden Owens.
That's going to be too loud. Holy crap.
In center field, number 15, Cam Drinker. At third base, number 20, Swayden Bird. In right field, number 14, Jackson Duncan. And at second base, number 22, Wyatt Lee.
Somebody messed with it.
Dolphin Nation, rise to your feet and make some noise. Here are the starters for your Gulf Shores Dolphins.
Leading off and playing third base, number 0, Jacob O'Brien. Starting at shortstop, number 4, Levi Howard. Your starting catcher, number 9, Bryce Stevens. Starting at shortstop, number 13, John Luke Stevens. In left field, number 22, Judd Harris. In right field, number 7, Brendan Beebe. Your starting DH, number 3, Trace Moore. Your starting pitcher for your Dolphins is number 12, John Will Nix. Starting in center field, number 2, Nate Perez. At first base, number 10, Gabe Dexter.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are honored to have a beloved member of our Gulf Shores community performing the national anthem. For over 35 years, Marcia Geyer has called Gulf Shores home alongside her husband Rick. Their son Richard proudly wore the Dolphins uniform graduating in 2013 before choosing a path of service in the U.S. Army. Now a staff sergeant in an aviation special forces unit, his dedication to our country makes tonight's anthem even more meaningful. Marcia is deeply involved in Gulf Shores Methodist Church Choir and Quartet, as well as local theater productions. She considers it both an honor and a privilege to perform our national anthem this evening. Dolphin and Mako fans, please rise and join in as Marcia Geyer sings the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red
All right, welcome to Gulf Shores High School Gulf Shores Sportsplex here tonight on Zaleski Sports as we bring you Area League Baseball tonight between the visiting Baldwin County Tigers and the home Gulf Shores Dolphins. C-Maves here from beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama as we get you ready for some high school baseball here this afternoon. Two teams that are on very hot winning streaks and have been playing very well the last couple of weeks. Baldwin County. It might take me a little while to get through it all here, but Baldwin County 8-11 on the year. They've won 4 of their last 5 games and are led off here tonight by their center fielder Jackson Paul, Rowan Wallace, Reed Johnson, 1, 2, and 3 in the batting order for the Tigers. And just a handful of games left in the regular season. About 10 or so. These two teams are supposed to play here tomorrow. This game got moved to tonight, and then a doubleheader up in Baldwin County tomorrow. On the mound for the Dolphins, John Will Nix will be on the mound here for Gulf Shores to start things off. Glad you're joining us once again here from Alabama. Let me get you some player stats. There we go. See what we got for John Will Nix here. 4-0 on the year, a 2.33 ERA, 7 appearances. Jackson Paul will lead things off here for the Tigers. Gulf Shores took both games last year between these two teams. Tigers were 28-11 last year. First pitch here tonight, a little bit after 5 o'clock. And the first pitch is at 5:07, 74 degrees, and John Will Nix bounces it to the backstop. Jason Zaleski will be back down here early next week, bringing more Dolphins baseball and softball. There's a strike. Nope, just missed.
It should be 1-1. Did he foul it all? Or no? It went past that.
And like hit the ground.
2-0 to Jackson Paul. Missed outside, and John Will Nix behind 3-0 to the leadoff hitter Jackson Paul. Nix kicks and fires. Squares the bunt, and there's a strike. Bryce Stevens behind the plate. We'll give you the defensive alignment here in just a moment. We have a couple of other games on Zaleski Sports today. A couple of softball games in central Wisconsin. There's a strike. Count runs full now at 3-2. Eau Claire North and Wisconsin Rapids. Durand, Arkansas, Neelsville just underway. Our opening day of softball in Wisconsin. That one's going to be a line to right. That's a fair ball. Trickles into the right field foul territory, but a lead-off double, a belly flop double for Jackson Paul. Nice opposite field base hit there for Jackson Paul, and the Tigers with a base runner here in the first. The Dolphins are no stranger to high-scoring games. Their last 4 games, their last 4 that they've won, 9-7, 19-10, 19-11, and a walk-off error win last week, 11-10. Runner at second is Jackson Paul for the Tigers. Squares to bunt, pulls it back and misses high and away, 1-0. Opening day of high school softball in the state of Wisconsin. We got opening day of Major League Baseball as well. Get you some scores from around the MLB here in just a moment. Squares the bunt again, gets it down but foul, and it evens it up at a ball and a strike. Judd Harrison left, Nate Perez in center, and Trendon Beebe in right for Gulf Shores. Jacob O'Brien, John Luke Stevens, Levi Howard, and Gabe Dexter from third to first. Bryce Stevens catching John Will Nix. A ball and a strike here to Rowan Wallace. Squares again, gets it down, but foul again. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 320 down the lines, 365 in the alleys, and 380 to dead center field. 74 degrees at the first pitch. Ball and 2 strikes here. 1 ball and 2 strikes, squares the bunt. Pulls it back, and no throw to second. And John Will coming in at a 4-0 mark, 2.33 ERA, 12-8 on the year of the Dolphins. Young, strong arm here for Gulf Shores. Kicks and fires, misses a tad inside. Counter runs even at 2-2. Shakes one off. And comes set. 2-2. Will be fouled straight back into the screen. Counter remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. See if we can get you a score update from Eau Claire North and Wisconsin Rapids. They're in the bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Huskies over the Red Raiders. John Will steps off and will reset. Yalesville, Durand, Arkansas just underway. Back-to-back full count pitches here, or at bats. So back-to-back full count at bats here against John Will Nix to start the ball game. Can be hit over to third, gobbled up there nicely by O'Brien across the diamond in time. Nice play by Jacob O'Brien at third, and there's 1 away. Now Reed Johnson. Reed Johnson, the shortstop. Get you some MLB scores here. Reed Johnson, the shortstop, 1 away here in the top of the first inning. Breaking ball stayed high, did not spin. And it's 1-0. Devin Williams on the mound for the New York Yankees against his former team, the Milwaukee Brewers. Bases are loaded, nobody out, 4-1 Yankees. First game of opening day. Can be chopped over to O'Brien again. Looks a runner back across, high throw, and well over the head of Dexter. An error on O'Brien. And Johnson will reach on the air.
Number 16, Brandon Breyers.
2 on in scoring position and 1 out. Two on, 1 out here in the bottom or the top of the first. Yankees 4, Brewers 2, top of the 9th with 1 out. Runners at the corners at Yankee Stadium. This is a bit high, 1-0. Keep our eye on that one. Lane Grindle on the Milwaukee Brewers radio network today. A tribute to longtime Brewers announcer Bob Euchre. There's a strike. First home run of the day by Vinny Capra. Did the get up, get out of here, gone call. It's going to be a long summer not being able to listen to Bob Euchre call baseball games on the Brewers radio network. The 1-1. Chopped over to short. Gobbled up there. They'll get the out at first. A run comes in for the Tigers. Braden Briers drives in. Jacob Paul.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 5, Mitchell Tuberville.
Tuberville at the plate. With 2 away and a run in for the Tigers. Back out of the windup is John Will Nix. And he's going to get called for the balk. Call made by the home plate umpire. Reed Johnson got to second on an error, got to third on the ground out, and scored on a balk. 2-0 Baldwin County here in the top of the first inning. There's a swing and a miss by Tuberville. Could be hit right back up the middle and a base hit for Mitchell. Jackson Churio today 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Oofta. Not good for the outstanding second-year player for the Crew. Runner at first now with 2 outs for Aiden Owens. There's a strike in there. Tuberville leads from first with 2 outs. Missed a bit outside, evens it up at a ball and a strike. There goes runner, high chopper over to second. That's Levi Howard. He'll make the step and make the throw over. 2 runs across for Baldwin County on 2 hits, an error, and 1 left on. We played a half an inning. It is Baldwin County 2, and Gulf Shores coming up. You're watching Gulf Shores Dolphins baseball on Zaleski Sports.
What if education was more than just learning?
What if it sparked curiosity and inspired innovation?
What if it connected us to our world and each other?
What if it nurtured every mind in its own unique way?
What if education was just the beginning?
Gulf Shores City Schools. Discover what's possible.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back to Gulf Shores as we'll try and get the scoreboard reworked here for you. Do it in between the first and second innings. Jacob O'Brien, Levi Howard, Price Stevens, John Luke Stevens, Judd Harris, Trendon Beebe, Trace Moore, John Will Nix, and Nate Perez. The batting order here for the Dolphins. I'll get this figured out here for you.
Leading off Dolphins, number 0, Jacob O'Brien.
First offering to O'Brien is a spinner who gets the call high, and it's 0-1. O'Brien, Howard, and Stevens for the Dolphins here in the bottom of the first, trailing 2-0. Popped up, first base side. Aiden Owens tracking it down. Warning track, and he makes the catch. One away for Levi Howard.
Coming to the plate for your Dolphins, number 4, Levi Howard.
The lefty looks at a strike from Braden Brayers.
But she still wants marine. It's really cool when she's loving it.
And misses a bit low.
It's a really expensive school, and my concern is, coming out, what's she gonna make? I know, that's a concern for sure.
The 1-1. Missed outside again, 2-1. Missed a bit high. 3-1 to Levi Howard. Popped up out of play. That was going to be line to center. Coming in on Jackson Paul, had him shaded to that side, and there's 2 away. Now Price Stevens at the plate.
Coming to the plate for your Dolphins, number 9, Price Stevens.
There's a strike right at the knees, and it's 0-1. And the Dolphins will get their first base runner on a hit by pitch. Now John Luke Stevens, the shortstop.
Coming to the plate for the Dolphins, number 13, John Luke Stevens.
Right, runner at first and 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Final score from the opening game of the opening day of Major League Baseball. The Yankees with a 4-2 win over the Milwaukee Brewers today. The Orioles up 12-2 on the Blue Jays. Red Sox and Rangers tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. Phillies 3-1 over the Nationals in the top of the 8th. Cincinnati Reds 3-2 lead over the Giants in the 9th inning. The Guardians and Royals 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th, bottom of the 8th. Pirates Marlins 4-2, middle of the 7th. Braves 4-3 over the Padres. There goes the runner. Throw down to second, and not in time. It was in time, but a bit high. And Price Stevens steals second base. How about this? The White Sox, one of the worst years in baseball history last year. 8-0 lead over the Angels. The bottom of the 8th inning. The Astros up 3-0 on the Mets. Cardinals 1-0 over the Twins. Of course, Sweet 16 men's college basketball tonight. Offering here to John Luke. That one's going to be hit into left field. They're going to send the runner, Price Stevens, home. The throw is not going to be in time. And now the throw to second. He got him. The run does score on the RBI base hit from John Luke Stevens. And then gunned down at second base for the third out. Dolphins get on the board here. We've played an inning complete. It is Baldwin County 2 and Gulf Shores 1. You're watching Dolphins baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
To the top of the second inning we go here in Gulf Shores. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Tigers. They lead 2-1 after an inning complete. Glad you're all joining us here this afternoon. Again, Jason Zaleski will be back down here next week for some Dolphins softball. I just got done with a massive tournament here for baseball this weekend, or this week, and softball. Opportunity to come down here on Tuesday after the rain on Monday and catch some softball games. Appreciate everyone here in Gulf Shores. Stormed on Monday. Other than that, it's been excellent weather. Could not ask for a better week. Wife and son came down here for a couple of days as well, and just a good little family trip before she had to go back and be in the real world, get back to work a little bit. We're on the top of the second inning. We'll have another whole slate of games for you next week at Zaleski Sports, ZaleskiSports.com. You can check out our schedule. Mike Wendler will work on that on the website this weekend. And you can check all those out. ZaleskiSports.com. Hoping for some decent weather. It doesn't look great this weekend in Wisconsin, but can't control it. That's as close as we can get. Cannot control what Mother Nature does. First pitch of the second inning misses outside. 1-0 to Cam Drinkard. Followed by Swaden Bird and Jackson Duncan for Baldwin County. Going to be a hit right back up the middle. John Luke Stevens on the run. Nice play there. And there's one away. Swaden Bird, the third baseman. First game of area league play here today. Very similar to conference play, but just a handful of teams in the area league. Misses away, evens it up at a ball and a strike. One squares the bunt, gets it down right in front of home plate. They're going to call foul, and it's 1-2 now to Bird. Nobody on, one away here in the top of the second. John Will Nix on the mound, the freshman righty. And that was fouled at the plate. Unable to hang on to was Bryce Stevens, and it remains 1-2. NCAA men's basketball tonight. Hit over to first off the glove of Dexter. Good attempt there by Gabe. But another nice opposite field base hit for the Tigers. Good effort there by Gabe Dexter at first, just unable to corral it. Starting in about 38 minutes or so, Alabama and BYU. Where's that game being played at? Prudential Center. I don't know where that is. That's in New Jersey. Going to be trickled foul. It's 0-1. So at 6:09 tonight, Alabama and BYU, followed by Florida and Maryland at 6:39. Arizona and Duke at 8:39. And the nightcap is Texas Tech and Arkansas. 4 games today into this evening. Pickoff to first, easily back, is Bird. Tomorrow's game, Ole Miss and Michigan State, Kentucky and Tennessee, Michigan and Auburn, and Purdue and Houston. Outside. A ball and a strike. Over to first. So Alabama and BYU play in New Jersey. Florida and Maryland play at the Chase Center in California. We hit over to third and just foul. Arizona and Duke play in New Jersey. Then I'm assuming Texas Tech and Arkansas are playing over in Oakland as well. Ole Miss and Michigan State playing at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Got him looking backwards, K. And the first strikeout of the night goes to John Will Nix. And there's 2 away.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 1, Jackson Paul.
Runner at first, now back to the top of the order in Jackson Paul. Started the game off with an opposite field double. And then the other one's Kentucky and Tennessee. I think they're playing at the Lucas Oil Stadium. Oh, got him leading and got him, picked him off. John Will Nix erases the base runner with the pickoff move. And that is how we end our top of the second inning. No runs, base hit, nobody left. We played an inning and a half. It's 2-1 Baldwin County. You're watching Dolphins baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nicotine is a highly controlling and addictive chemical. Nicotine withdrawal can lead to anxiousness, headaches, nausea, and distracting behavior. Be smart, don't start. It's not just vapor.
Alabama has a hands-free driving law, and that means you can't hold your mobile phone while making a call. Oh, and no writing messages, recording, or watching videos either. Plus, you can only use a single button or swipe of a finger to answer a call. So what's a driver to do? Alabama's hands-free driving law is in effect. Follow it.
All right, we go to the bottom of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up here for
Leading off for your Dolphins, number 22,
for Gulf Shores.
John Harris.
First offering, just below the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Outside corner, and Harris behind 0-2. Outside, bounces in the left-handed batter's box, and runs a ball and 2 strikes. Kicks, fires home, hit over to third. It is going to be a foul ball. Swayden Bird played it on the hop in foul territory and just stayed foul. Just barely. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. And a strikeout for Brayers, and there's 1 away. 1 up and 1 down now for Trendon Beebe. Just a bit outside. Try the corner and missed. 1-0.
Well, we made plans last night for 7 and 12.
The 1-0. Hit over to second and into the gap. And Trendon Beebe with a base hit. Second hit of the night for the Dolphins. That'll bring up Trace Moore. Listen to Mike Wendland a little bit during his softball game today in Wisconsin. We had just finished up with basketball 5 days ago and had the boys state basketball tournament finish up the championships on Saturday. 5 days later, we got high school softball in the state of Wisconsin. So it's a quick turnaround, and we're ready to go for you. Baseball and softball. Have baseball for you all the way until about the first weekend of August with Legion. So it's a short spring, short summer. It'll go fast, as it does every year. First offering to Moore, misses low. Come off of a winter sports season that goes about 5 months, and quick turnaround for baseball and softball, girls soccer, and Legion. They try and get as many games as they can in about 6 weeks, and that one gets past Aiden Owens all the way to the fence. And an error will send Beebe over to second. Yeah, with football starting earlier and earlier every year, it seems like, then the Legion season seems like it gets shorter and shorter, especially this year. The state baseball tournament is, I think, the 3rd week in June, and Legion starts usually the week after that, and it's going to be a quick summer for Legion baseball. That one misses high, 2-0. We'll have it all for you at Zaleski Sports. Go through some of our tallies here. The fall and winter sports season. Tallied them up today while I was just sitting at the apartment waiting to get over here to the Sportsplex. Just back in time is BB. Another historic fall and winter sports season for us here at Zaleski Sports. The 2-0. Spinner misses outside, 3-0. Maybe a tad bit high as well. Thank you all for tuning in here this afternoon. Early evening here in southern Alabama. The 3-0. Long pause, fires home, hits the inside corner, and is good for a strike, 3-1. John Will Nix waits on deck. Three and one to the number 7 hitter, Trace Moore. Spinner line to short and into left field. Bobbled. They're going to send the runner BB home, and we are tied here in the second. BB scores. And we're tied at 2.
Coming to the plate for your Dolphins.
It'll be interesting to know if the Dolphins would give him an RBI. It was bobbled by Wallace out left, and Coach Jacks wasn't going to send him, and then it got bobbled, and then he scored. So that is the discretion of whoever is keeping the game changer down there, if it was a error or not. Whether you're into football, basketball, soccer, or even ice dancing, you'll always be able to catch the game you want to watch at the Office Lounge in Foley. Choose from 14 big screen televisions, 14 pool tables, and free pool on Saturday. Ooh. The Office Lounge is open 7 days a week. See more on Facebook at the Office Lounge Foley. Driving around, driving around on Monday actually when it was raining, and found a Krispy Kreme, and they don't have many of them in Wisconsin anymore, and so I had to indulge in. Ooh, that's the outside corner, John Will Nix, and it's 0-1. Had to splurge on it a little bit, and got a couple of them yesterday. Oh, had him jumping. Was he back in time? Just in time. Got that lead hand in there. Was Moore hopping up and down over there at first base. 0-1 to John Will Nix. We play in the bottom of the second inning, tied at 2. Again, Gulf Shores is no stranger to a high-scoring game, and could be in for a doozy again here tonight. Hits it outside corner again, same spot, same result, 0-2. John Will's just hoping he can get those calls when he's back out on the mound in the top of the third. Runner at first and 1 out. Oh, had him leaning again. Got him picked off. Now he's in a pickle. And Owens going to make the tag. And the second picked off base runner here in this game. Second one leaning as well. And just like that, base runner erased. Still 0-2 on John Will Nix. And off the end of the bat, over to first. Aiden Owens will take it himself. And that'll end our second inning. A run across and a couple of hits, nobody left. We've played 2 complete. Dolphins tie it back up. We're tied at 2. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Speed is one of the biggest factors in a fatal car crash. Your car stops, but your body does not stop at the same time. Your body keeps going, and that could be running into your seatbelt, that could be hitting the airbag. Something has to stop it, and unfortunately, it's something very hard.
There have been times that we've come upon accidents where if people weren't speeding, they'd probably still be alive today.
It's truly dangerous, and it puts everybody at risk.
There's just no point to it.
This kind of stuff has got to stop.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Batting order gets flipped around here for Baldwin County after Swayden Bird was picked off to end the second inning. Now back to the top of the order, and Jackson Paul, who doubled and scored. Ooh, hits the front shoulder of Jackson Paul, and the Tigers have a base runner here to start the third inning.
Number 9, Rowan Wallace.
Rowan Wallace grounded over to third in his first plate appearance. Got quite a doozy in Wisconsin Rapids here. They were Red Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids were down 5-3. Now it gets passed off the glove of Stevens, and Paul heads to second base. Wisconsin Rapids is down 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Now they're in the bottom of the 10th, tied at 5. They still have another game after that doubleheader to start the regular season. Reed Johnson and Braden Brayers for the Tigers. That's where they produced their first 2 runs in the first inning. Runner at second, nobody out, just like the start of the game. Squares the bunt, pulls it back in for a strike anyway. The ball and the strike to the number 2 hitter, Rowan Wallace. John Will Nix kicks and fires, squares the bunt, pulls it back, misses away, 2-1. And first pitch at 5:07 today. We're at 5:49 on the top of the third inning. 74 degrees at first pitch. There was a slight wind all day here in southern Alabama and blowing right to left. Throws behind the runner, and nothing doing for Jackson Paul, the center fielder. Rowan Wallace, the left fielder, is at the plate. Ahead in the count, 2-1. Squares the bunt, gets it down right in front of home plate. The throw to first in time. Nice play over there by Levi Howard to make the catch and cover first base. Sacrifice bunt is successful. One away now for Reed Johnson. He reached on an error and scored in the first. Good block there by Price Stevens, and it's 1-0. Infield plays in. There's a strike right at the knees, and it evens it up at a ball and a strike. Infield O'Brien, Stevens, Howard, and Dexter. Gulf Shores in their white pinstripe uniforms. The 1-1, chopped foul into the Gulf Shores dugout, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Nix fires home. Right back up the middle under the glove of John Luke Stevens, and Baldwin County takes the lead right back.
Coming to the plate for the Tigers, number 16, Braden Breyers.
And Baldwin County leads 3-1. Reed Johnson reached down there, got to second on the air, got to third on a ground ball, and scored on a balk. He stands at first base after giving his team the lead, 3-2. Good lead over there at first base. Stays put. First offering, hits it outside corners, 0-1. That's the same pitch that John Will Nix wanted or didn't want at the plate, but he gets the call on the mound here in the top of the third. That bounces in there. Good stop behind the dish, and it's 1-1. #21st game of the spring already for Gulf Shores. The 20th for Baldwin County. Throw down to second, not in time, and Reed Johnson steals second base. Runner at second now with 1 out. A ball and a strike to Breyers. The 1-1. Runner at second and 1 out here in the top of the third. And back in time is Johnson at second base. There's a strike. Count runs full at 3-2 with runner at first, or excuse me, runner at second and 1 out. Pitcher v. pitcher here. And a hit over to O'Brien at third. The throw across in time as Johnson heads over to third base on the ground out. 2 away now for Mitchell Tuberville. Two away now with the runner at third for Baldwin County. DH Tuberville right over behind the mound. Tough play. Throw to first in time as John Will Nix stumbles in a puddle behind the mound. And he's going to ask the umpire to take a look at it because he tried to make the play and he splashed into a puddle behind the pitcher's mound. Tigers score 1. They leave 1. We've played 2.5. Still 3-2 Baldwin County.
Up to the moon like an astronaut. She lifts me high like an only sing where there's no litter.
How about now?
She lifts me. Clean up. Never litter. Keep Alabama beautiful. Now that's something to sing about.
I mean, 9-1-2 here for Gulf Shores in the bottom of the third inning, trailing at 3-2. Perez, O'Brien, and Howard for the Dolphins. Opening game of area play here for both teams. Perez's first at bat, center fielder for Gulf Shores. Wheels and deals home. Breaking ball is popped foul and out of play. We were supposed to bring you a game on Monday at Mobile Christian. Obviously rained out. That's going to be lifted out of play, right field side. 0-2 to Perez. And these two teams will play again tomorrow up at Baldwin County. Doubleheader starting at 5 o'clock. Perez able to hold up 1-2. That's going to be popped up. First base side, long run for Owens. Still tracking it, making the catch. Second nice play in foul territory by Aiden Owens. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order, and Jacob O'Brien. He popped out to Owens back in the first. Sue hits it outside corner. The 0-1. Breaking ball hit over the shorts. That's Reed Johnson picking it, tossing it, and Owens able to keep his foot on the base. And there's two away, just like that. Nice play by Reed Johnson. Good job by Aiden Owens. Keep his foot steady. Now to bring in Levi Howard. Outfield playing very shallow and shaded to left field. Center fielder Jackson Paul had him played perfectly back in the first inning. In there for a strike and a spinner, and it's 1-1. Spinner in there again. Same spot, same result. Maybe a tad bit lower, and it's 1-2. Rowan Wallace comes even in a little further in left, and Jackson Paul even shaded further to left field and center. A huge, massive gap between the right fielder Jackson Duncan and Jackson Paul in center. The 2-2. Missed inside and low. And the count runs full now, 3-2. 3-2, hits over to second and plays it on a hop. Nicely played by Wyatt Lee, and that'll end our third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We've played 3 complete. That's Baldwin County 3 and Gulf Shores 2. Which high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
For veterans, thoughts of suicide can be sudden. Stop, take a break, and breathe. Go for a walk where others are nearby. Call a friend. Take a break. Breathe. Better is a moment away.
Aiden Owens to lead things off here for Baldwin County. He's played a pretty stout first base tonight so far for the Tigers. He'll be at the plate, grounded out to Levi Howard to end that first inning. He's going to be fouled straight back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Hit over to first, backhanded by Dexter, underhands it to Nix to record the first out. Good play.
Coming to the plate for the Tigers, number 15, Cam Drinkard.
Cam Drinkard, he grounded out to John Luke Stevens back in the second inning over at shortstop.
That one fits good. The Old Spicer is great for a fly out.
Kicks and fires. Whew. Just missed. Not by much. 2-0 now to Drinkard, the catcher. Give me a line foul down the right field side and into the Baldwin County bullpen. Oh, Bryce Stevens is ready to toss the ball around the horn, and John Will Nix was walking off the mound like he just struck him out. The 3-2. Grounded over to third and foul. Count remains full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. It looks like a good pitch on that 2-2. Bryce Stevens thought the exact same. Did not get the call. We hit over to third off the foot of O'Brien. And Cam Drinkard will reach.
Check that. Number 20, Swaden Bird.
courtesy runner here for the catcher. Let's see, number 26 out there for Parker Roland for Baldwin County. Runner at first is Roland, and 1 out after the error by O'Brien. Way behind that one was Bird, and it's 0-1. Singled back in the second, got picked off at first to end the second inning, did Swayden Bird. A warm-up action in the Gulf Shores bullpen. The 0-1 misses just a bit inside, evens it up at a ball and strike. Roland leads from first. Behind that one again. And it's 1-2. Fouled it off of Bryce Stevens' foot. Ball game an hour old. First pitch at 5:07. We're at 6:07 here in Southern Alabama. 1 ball and 2 strikes with 1 away. In the top of the fourth. 3-2 Baldwin County. I think it's 1. Okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it's like hands hitting.
Kicking the fire. Off the glove of Stevens. The pass ball will get Parker Roland to second base. Two now with the runner in scoring position. Late again, but fouled it off. The 2-2 coming back. Just a bit away, and it's 3-2. The payoff. Walked him. I think it may have hit him. We give him a walk. First walk issued. Now Jackson Duncan with runners at first and second. Duncan struck out looking back in the second inning. 2 on, 1 out for Baldwin County. Squares the bunt. Pulls it back in there for a strike. You're the number 9 hitter. You gotta get the bunt down. Top of the order, due up next. Got to do the little things. Got to do your job. The 0-1 squares again. Offers at it, fouls it back. Lunged the bat head at the ball. Yeah, this is my first time seeing baseball down here, but in central Wisconsin, at least, bunting has become a lost art.
Not here.
Huh?
Not here.
No? Good.
Especially with our team.
Yeah. There's a lot of kids in Wisconsin, especially baseball. Softball, there's plenty that can get it done, but a lot in baseball that cannot do it. Fouled it off right field side. No balls and 2 strikes. Nix fires home. Got him looking at the top of the zone. Back, second strikeout of Duncan tonight, and there's 2 away. A huge second out for John Will Nix. And now back to the top of the order in Jackson Paul. A double, hit by pitch, and a couple of runs scored.
I don't know what's going on. I've done every which thing I can think of. I have not done that, though.
Call Vegas Cities, figure out to get on the computer. This is unbelievable, man.
And you know we've been having
Nearly hit him again.
stay on.
Just missed inside, and it's 1-0.
And the pole lights on each side of the dugout are not coming on.
2 on, 2 out. Time's called by Paul at the plate.
You got to do something on it. Call Vegas Cities and Jeff.
The 1-0 in there for a strike. John Will Nix takes a deep breath. 1 ball and 1 strike. Big spot for the freshman. Misses outside. 2-1. Two-one count here to Jackson Paul. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 4th inning. Nix kicks and fires. Nearly hit him again. 3-1. Rowan Wallace on deck.
I didn't think they were coming on, man, but I was like, maybe my angle, I couldn't see him.
Big spot here for Jackson Paul, the center fielder. There's a strike. Count runs full. Runners will have a head start here. Runners will have a head start. Rowland and Bird, the runners. Big spot for John Will Nix. 3-2 home. Grounded over to first. Backing up. Bobbling it. Play to first is in time. Gabe Dexter is able to settle under it, and John Will Nix got over to first. And a big get there for Gulf Shores. Wow. So no runs, no hits, an error, and 2 left on. Halfway through this one here in Gulf Shores, 3-2 Baldwin County. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
What if education was more than just learning?
What if it sparked curiosity and inspired innovation?
What if it connected us to our world and each other?
What if it nurtured every mind in its own unique way?
What if education was just the beginning?
Gulf Shores City Schools. Discover what's possible.
Price Stevens to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth, and a spinner missed inside. Stevens hit by a pitch and scored in the first. One ball, no strikes. And over to first again, Aiden Owens. Off the inside handle. Line drive over to first, and Aiden Owens continues to play well. Now John Luke Stevens, the shortstop. RBI single back in the first. Scotts Rapids looking to walk off Eau Claire North. Just a bit low on that one, 1-0.
Tell her that Grant Brown is on this call. We're in the middle of the game. The people that can do that are in the middle of the game right now.
One ball, no strikes, fouled.
Yeah, Grant Brown is, I just called him. He said he's supposed to be calling in.
Okay, Grant Brown, who's
One ball and one strike to John Luke Stevens. Missed high.
Grant Brown is. No, you can turn the lights.
2 balls and a strike here to Stevens. 2-1. Bounced in there, and I think John Luke took one into the eye after it bounced in there. 3-1 here to the Gulf Shores shortstop. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Count runs full.
Let's go, 1-3.
We turn them on the control panel next. Well, no, there's
3 balls and 2 strikes. Brayers fires home. Knuckled foul. Into the screen. Nope, straight back and out of play. Judd Harris awaits on deck. The 3-2. And draws a 1-out walk.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I have no idea. We were on the phone with Grant Brown in our city.
Now batting for your Dolphins, number 22, Judd Harris.
Did they reset it on their end?
They got something done.
Yeah. We're good. All of them are coming on. Now they're all on.
All right, runner at first and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Judd Harris, the left fielder, struck out swinging back in the second inning.
Right. Yeah, we're on baseball.
John Luke Stevens just back in time. Seen 2 pickoffs tonight so far. 1 on each side. Runner at first and 1 out. Had him leaning and just back in time.
Yeah, we're good to go now.
John Luke Stevens back out to take a little bit of a walk. He's got that sliding glove on. I still think he jammed his finger a little bit. Maybe his wrist. Over to first. Just back in time.
Yep, we're good to go. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate your help.
You should ask about our kids, DJ. Right? Hey.
First offering here to Harris. Chopped over to third. Fair ball. Oh, no, he was
straddled the line.
Just in foul territory. That'd have been a tough play, but A strike on Harris, and it's 0-1.
Ball was definitely foul. He was like line right there. He made that a lot closer than it needed to be. Right.
Trendon Beebe on deck. Trendon singled back in the second.
Top, they're not supposed to be. Because they're supposed to be just on the course.
The third or fourth pickoff attempt on John Luke Stevens already. Only one pitch has been thrown to Judd Harris in this at-bat. Good lead over there for John Luke. Stays put. Breaking ball up the middle and a base hit. Judd Harris singles, and there's 2 on now for Trendon Beebe, who singled.
Number 7, Trendon Beebe.
Beebe singled and scored back in the second inning. Good at bat by Harris after striking out in the second. Opportunity here for the Dolphins in the bottom of the fourth. Popped up, center field. Long run for the center fielder, Paul. He's going to make the catch. Tough break there for Beebe.
Ready for your Dolphins. Number 3, Trace Moore.
Now Trace Moore, he singled to left back in the second inning. Hit that drove in Beebe to tie the game at that point. Back to second, dropped by Wyatt Lee. Stevens a good lead over there at second. Pick off to first. To Harris. And there's still no pitches thrown here to Moore, the designated hitter for Gulf Shores. Behind it, 0-1. Stevens had a big secondary lead over there at second. The 0-1, long pause, fires home. Drinkard was set up in the left-handed batter's box, and Brayers put it right at the knees, right down the gut against Moore. The 0-2. Be hit over to third. Good job there by Moore to stay alive. Two on, 2 out. In the bottom of the fourth, 3-2 Baldwin County. There go the runners, throw down to third, and dead in his tracks is John Luke Stevens. And that'll end our fourth inning. No runs, no hit, or 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played 4 complete. Still 3-2 Tigers. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Go to the top of the 5th inning here in Gulf Shores. 3-2 Baldwin County. They'll send up 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the 5th against John Will Nix. And these two teams play a doubleheader tomorrow up in Baldwin County, or at Baldwin County. First offering to start the 5th, misses inside. Rowan Wallace take ground down, a sacrifice bunt. There's 2 at bats. Two and 1 to Wallace, the left fielder for Baldwin County. Allen misses, 3 and 1. Hit into shallow center, jumping catch made by John Luke Stevens. Excellent play by the shortstop. First one to Reed Johnson, misses. Bounced in there, bounced away, 1-0. There's a strike. 4 of the 5 runs tonight came in the first 2 innings. Baldwin County added 1 in the 3rd. That was going to be hit deep to left field. Backing up on it is Judd Harris, still going back. 1 hops the wall. And Reed Johnson in there with a 1-out double. Squared that one up and 1 hop the wall in the left field. And a meeting on the mound coming here in the top of the 5th.
Look over right as you're doing it, dog.
They have an arm ready due to the Dolphins. And this will be the call to the bullpen. John Will Nix went 4 1/3 innings here tonight. Runner at second is his responsibility. And Jackson Boudreau will head to the mound for Gulf Shores.
Pitching now for your Dolphins, number 25, Jackson Boudreau.
And John Will Nix will come out and play defense.
Wasn't on me like
So Boudreaux will be the new pitcher. John Will Nix will head over and play at first base. Gabe Dexter's night is over. Again, John Will Nix goes 4 1/3. Gives up 5 hits. 3 runs, 2 of them earned so far. Again, the runner at second is his responsibility. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts here tonight for Nix. Boudreaux on the mound now for the Dolphins. Wisconsin Rapids did walk off Eau Claire North in the 12th inning. They'll have a second of their doubleheader coming up in just a moment, just a little bit. Other games on the network tonight. Durand, Arkansas is at Neillsville. Again, all these central Wisconsin. Neillsville leads Durand, Arkansas 5-4 in the bottom of the 4th. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski will be back down here early next week. I think he flies in to Pensacola on Saturday night, late Saturday night. He'll be back here. I believe the girls softball team plays here on Monday. And Jason Zaleski will bring you that game here on Zaleski Sports. Braden Breyers will be at the dish. A couple of groundouts tonight for Braden. First offering from Boudreaux misses, and it's 1-0. Gulf Shores will have 7, 8, 9 due up in the bottom of the 5th. Boudreaux trying to keep this deficit at just 1. Jackson comes set. Popped up, first base side. The new first baseman, John Will Nix, tracks it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away now for Mitchell Tuberville.
Number 5, Mitchell Tuberville.
Mitchell tonight a single and a ground out to short. He ended the 3rd inning on a ground out to John Luke Stevens. Long look in. Ooh, Boudreaux almost threw that one into center field. And John Luke is out to have a conversation with his pitcher. Both guys have a little chuckle, and we're back to action. Just missed inside, 1-0. 3:20 down the lines here at Gulf Shores Sportsplex. 365 in the alleys and 380 to dead center, just past 6:30 here in Gulf Shores. 3-2 Baldwin County. Breaking ball missed high, 2-0. And a beautiful night here in southern Alabama, and it's been a good week weather-wise, except for Monday, but for a workcation, this has been pretty nice to be able to come down here and hang out for a week and then call a baseball game on Thursday. Boudreau, a long look in, the 2-1 coming. And in for a strike. Count runs even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th. Runner at second is Reed Johnson. He doubled one hop the wall earlier in this inning. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Boudreau comes set. The 2-2. Line foul off the top of the protective screen and out of play. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tuberville single and a ground out tonight. Big insurance run out there at second base for the Tigers. And again, John Luke Stevens saving an errant throw by Jackson Boudreau. The 2-2 coming back. Grounded over to third and off the glove of Jacob O'Brien, and they're going to hold Reed Johnson there. O'Brien frustrated himself, but saved a run on the stop off the tip of his glove. Tuberville 2 for 2 tonight. That'll bring in the first baseman, Aiden Owens. Aiden has played a magnificent first base defensively. Now a conversation to be had here with the big first baseman. Runners at the corners and 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Some more warm-up action in the bullpen for the Dolphins, and a meeting on the mound coming here for Gulf Shores. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for Aiden Owens. A couple of ground outs tonight for Aiden to second and to first. Now out to give the defensive alignment here is Price Stevens from behind the dish. Big spot here for Aiden Owens. Boudreau fires home, fouls it down the left field line, and out of the hustle reach of Judd Harris. Gave an effort. A long inning here in the top of the 5th. Long half inning. Boudreaux comes back, grounds it right back to Boudreaux. Now he's going to go home. Should have just gone to first, and an error by the Dolphins will score a run. Price Stevens didn't know where the ball was, and Jackson Boudreaux went home instead of getting the easy out at first. Owens will reach on the fielder's choice, and Reed Johnson will score on the error. A tough break there for Gulf Shores. Had Aiden Owens grounded out. Had a ground out back to Boudreaux, and instead of somebody yelling to go to first, he decided to go home and made the error. All things considered, he didn't make the error. The error will be assessed to Price Stevens for dropping the ball. Runners at first and second now. Parker Rowland, the runner at second base for Cam Drinkard. Reached on an error back in the fourth inning. Boudreaux comes set on the 1-2, or excuse me, the 1-0. And a good stop as Stevens doesn't make the throw. 2 balls and no strikes. Had Rowland off at second base and did not make the throw down to second. 2 on, 2 out. A run across for the Tigers. The 2-0. Popped up. Boudreaux's going to make the catch and end the fifth inning. A run across on a hit, an error, and 2 left on. And we've played 4.5. It is Baldwin County 4 and Gulf Shores 2. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Nicotine is a highly controlling and addictive chemical. Nicotine withdrawal can lead to anxiousness, headaches, nausea, and distracting behavior. Be smart, don't start. It's not just vapor.
Bottom of the fifth inning we go here in Gulf Shores. It is 4-2 Baldwin County. It'll be Moore, Nix, and Perez for Gulf Shores. Trace Moore was at the plate behind 0-2 in the count when John Luke Stevens was caught stealing, trying to take third base. Get you some score updates here from NCAA tournament as well. Fouled straight back, and it's 0-1 on Moore. 6:18 to go in the first half. Alabama leads BYU 38-32. Ooh. 0-2 now to Moore. BYU knocking off the home state Wisconsin Badgers last weekend. Badgers another disappointing tournament run. Missed a bit outside that time. One and two here to Trace Moore. John Will Nix on deck. Popped up over to Owens again. Long run and makes the catch again. Aiden Owens enthusiastic after the catch. He has made a couple of those tremendous plays, and that was a long run from his spot over at first base to the entrance of the Baldwin County dugout. John Will Nix grounded out to first base back in the second inning. It is lone at bat so far here today. Breaking ball fouled out of play. Check swing foul, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. And try to check his swing. A hit off of John Will Nix, and then a hit off the catcher, Cam Drinkard, as well on his right hand. Double whammy that time.
Coming to play for your Dolphins, number 2, Nate Perez.
Nate Perez will head to the plate once Cam Drinkard's ready to get back behind the plate. So the two locations tonight are in New Jersey, is where Alabama and BYU are playing. I think Oakland is the other location for Maryland and Florida, I believe. The Chase Center is in San Francisco. And then Lucas Oil Stadium tomorrow for a couple of games. Probably one of the more, I saw the layout as now out to have a conversation. Saw the layout for the games going to be played at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis this weekend. A stadium at Lucas Oil, that can hold 70,000 people, and they're cutting the stadium pretty much in half. And still one of the, I don't want to say dumbest things, but one of the more ridiculous things that the NCAA does for especially college basketball tournaments is to put all these games into an NFL stadium. And there's going to be a pitching change here for Baldwin County. It'll be Reed Johnson on the mound. Just a position change. Johnson and Breyers switching spots. So Reed Johnson will be the new pitcher for Baldwin County here in the bottom of the fifth with a runner at first and one out. Let's see what the NCAA or the locations. So this year, well, they've got them all. They've got the final 4 locations set through 2031. This year is San Antonio. Next year is in Indianapolis. 27, Detroit. 28, Las Vegas. 29, going back to Indianapolis. 30 in North Texas. And 31 is in Atlanta. (2026) locations for the non-Final Four. Of course, always the first 4 is Dayton, Ohio. First weekend at Buffalo, Greenville, South Carolina, Oklahoma City, Portland, Tampa, Philly, San Diego, and St. Louis. And then the Sweet 16 and Elite 8, Houston, San Jose, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. for 2026. All right, runner at first is John Will Nix after being hit by a pitch. Seems like a long time ago when that pitch happened. We're back to action. Reed Johnson on the mound as Perez swings and misses. Go through the 27 preliminary dates as well for the first and second weekends. Top of the order, due up next. Over to first, and again, Aiden Owens that time saving an error. 27 will be Pittsburgh, Omaha, Fort Worth, Spokane, Charlotte, Minneapolis, and Louisville, along with Sacramento the first weekend. The 0-1 to Perez. Breaking ball and a beauty. And it's 0-2. Second weekend, San Antonio, Los Angeles, Kansas City, New York. It's one thing you got to get. I mean, one place you give them credit is picking dates. Future dates. There's a wild pitch, and John Will Nix. John Will Nix will head to second on the wild pitch. You see that a lot with college football. Schools scheduling games 5, 6, 7 years in advance. NCAA doing the same thing with college basketball with their preliminary locations. We'll give you the 28 preliminary locations here in just a second. As crazy as it sounds, 2028 is not that far away. The 1-2. Fouled back. Look out back there. Out of play into the parking lot area, and it's 1-2. Spring of 2025 here as we play high school baseball in southern Alabama. The 1-2 and missed outside, and it's 2-2. Mentor of mine, got to work with him for a couple of months in college. Was a long time voice of the Southern Illinois University Salukis in Carbondale, and Mike Reese was filling in for the Illinois Fighting Illini last weekend, and there was a call not made, and then he mentioned the couple thousand home plate umpires in the stands. That one misses outside. Perez draws the walk. All right, here we go. 2 on, 1 out with the top of the order for Jacob O'Brien. The 28 locations, Tulsa in the first weekend, Tulsa, Orlando, Columbus, Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Des Moines, Birmingham, and Seattle. Columbus, Ohio, Brooklyn, New York, Des Moines, Iowa, Birmingham, Alabama, and Seattle, Washington that first weekend. Squares the bunt, gets it down, tough play. The throw to first, not in time. And a infield base hit for Jacob O'Brien. The Baldwin County dugout can't believe it, but it was a bang-bang correct call. And now the bases are loaded for Levi Howard with one out. A fly out and a ground out tonight. That second weekend, Raleigh, North Carolina, San Francisco, Detroit, and Dallas. You can find all those at NCAA.com. All right, Levi Howard, breaking ball missed high. Fly out to center field and a ground out to second. That extra bounce and that bunt from Jacob O'Brien, using the turf to his advantage in front of home plate. Bounced it off that turf and gave him an extra half a second to get down the line. And swung through it and missed. And it's 1-1. Tried to check his swing. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Hit over to second base, and it will bring in a run on the RBI ground out from Levi Howard. Runners will advance. John Will Nix will score.
Coming to the plate for your Dolphins, number 9, Price Stevens.
And now Price Stevens looking to come through big after the misplay in the top of this inning that allowed a run to score. Stevens today hit by a pitch, a run scored, and a line out in his 2 at-bats. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Dolphins answered back. Price Stevens posing with the home plate umpire, getting his picture taken down there before the at-bat. Yeah. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Missed high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Reed Johnson, the new pitcher. Missed out. Sue gets the call in the outside corner, evens it up at a ball and a strike. 2 outs. Yep. We're up here to help each other, so. The 1-1 foul back. All right, Reed Johnson a strike away to get, or a strike away from getting out of it. Warm-up action in the Baldwin County bullpen. Gulf Shores bullpen quiet. The 1-2. Popped a mile in the air behind home plate. Cam Drinkard will give way, and a nice catch made by Swayden Bird to end this 5th inning. A run across on 1 hit. No errors, and 2 left on for Gulf Shores. We've played 5 complete. New score, Baldwin County 4, Gulf Shores 3. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Alabama has a hands-free driving law, and that means you can't hold your mobile phone while making a call. Oh, and no writing messages, recording, or watching videos either. Plus, you can only use a single button or swipe of a finger to answer a call. So what's a driver to do? Alabama's hands-free driving law is in effect. Follow it.
Speed is one of the biggest factors in a fatal car crash. Your car stops, but your body does not stop at the same time. Your body keeps going, and that could be running into your seatbelt, that could be hitting the airbag. Something has to stop it, and unfortunately, it's something very hard.
There have been times that we've come upon accidents where if people weren't speeding, they'd probably still be alive today.
It's truly dangerous, and it puts everybody at risk.
There's just no point to it.
This kind of stuff has got to stop.
Isn't that the way it usually goes? You make a great play defensively to end an inning, and now you're the first person up to bat here in the next half inning. Swayden Bird, who made a tremendous catch to end that bottom of the fifth inning, and then Jackson Boudreau throws her right behind him, and it's 1-0. And that time Boudreau hits him. And now runner at first for Jackson Duncan. A couple of strikeouts tonight. I think that was more impressive than anything. Meeting on the mound here for Gulf Shores, who play in the top of the sixth inning. Ball game closing in on 2 hours old, and Jackson Boudreau's night will be over. See who we got here now for the Dolphins. Hayden Brazil, the new pitcher for Gulf Shores. I think there's some girls soccer going on tonight here at Gulf Shores as well. Take a look at our other games on Zaleski Sports tonight as we close past 7 o'clock here in southern Alabama. Ball game just about 2 hours old. Durand, Arkansas now leads Neillsville. The game's tied now at 6 in the bottom of the sixth. That's girls softball. Wisconsin Rapids and Eau Claire North in the bottom of the second, 0-0. They just played 12 innings in their first game of the year, with Wisconsin Rapids coming out with a win. Wisconsin Rapids with a win over Eau Claire North. All right, runner at first is Swayden Bird. Jackson Duncan, a couple of strikeouts tonight, will be at the plate. And then back to the top of the order for the Tigers. We play in the top of the 6th inning here in Gulf Shores. 74 degrees at first pitch. We are we're at 68 right now. I'll take 68 over what they've got back home in central Wisconsin, that's for sure. Squares the bunt, gets it down. Nice bunt there, and throw to first in time. Jackson Duncan getting the job done after a couple of strikeouts. Now back to the top of the order, Jackson Paul. Double. Hit by pitch and a ground out. Give you the current temperature back home in central Wisconsin. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, not too bad, relatively speaking. 7 o'clock in Wisconsin Rapids, 51 degrees. That's pretty decent for late March. Getting a much better, much quicker turnaround than we've had in previous years when we've had to wait until inches and inches of snow have needed to melt. So it's probably the earliest we have had high school softball in the state of Wisconsin being played in quite some time. 2-0 here to Jackson Paul. Baldwin County trying to answer back after Gulf Shores scored in the bottom of the 5th. There's a strike. And the oohs and ahs continue from the Baldwin County side, but they've been a little low for Jackson Paul's liking, but the 2-1 skipped in there, 3-1. Three and one here to the Baldwin County leadoff hitter. Brazil hits it outside corner. That's been called pretty consistently, but there's been some that have looked nicer than that haven't been. So the 3-2 from Brazil. Line foul, not a play. Behind us, to our right. If the car gets hit, it's the boss's car, so I don't have to. I've just got to get it to Pensacola on Saturday morning, and then we'll be. Three balls and two strikes with one out. Brazil fires home and missed high. Lost him. Good battle, good at bat. Won by Jackson Paul that time. And now Rowan Wallace, ground out. A pop out / line out and sacrifice bunt. That was a tremendous play made by John Luke Stevens back in the 5th inning on that blooper to shallow center. Two on, one out. Top of the 6th inning here in Gulf Shores. Missed away, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. Popped up. If it's foul, it is foul. John Will Nix makes the catch in foul territory. Reed Johnson squared one up back in the 5th inning. One hop the wall. Anywhere to the fence here would score a couple for the Tigers. Run on the crack of the bat. There's a strike. No balls and a strike to the number 3 hitter and pitcher, Reed Johnson. 2 on, 2 out. Brazil long look in. Time is called. Brazil did the right thing there, though. You see that a lot in in baseball. Umpire calls time and a pitcher pauses his release and then in danger of getting hurt. So Brazil did the right thing there, continuing his motion, even if it didn't count. The 0-1. Brazil tied up Stevens on that pitch. Stevens had to reach back and make that stop. He was lined up in the he was going to be lined up in the left-handed batter's box side, and then the pitch came in, and Bryce Stevens had to reach back and snag it. And the only turf area of this field is the circle around home plate. Everywhere else, dirt and grass. Oh, a beautiful breaking ball there, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out, top of the 6th. 4-3, Baldwin County. Brazil trying to get out of it here. Baldwin County has had a lot of long half innings. And the 1-2 coming back. Missed outside and away, and it's 2-2. Try the corner and missed. Deuces are wild here in the top of the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Brazil kicks and fires. Breaking ball, knuckled over to first, and John Will Nix will make the catch to end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on via hit by pitch and a walk. We've played 5 1/2. It's 4-3 Baldwin County. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
She lifts me up like an astronaut, up to the moon like an astronaut. She lifts me high like an astronaut, baby, she lifts me high.
We only sing where there's no litter.
How about now?
She lifts me.
Clean up. Never litter. Keep Alabama beautiful. Now that's something to sing about.
For veterans, thoughts of suicide can be sudden. Stop, take a break, and breathe. Go for a walk where others are nearby. Call a friend. Take a break. Breathe. Better is a moment away.
Slow grounder to short and got him by a half a step. John Luke Stevens out at first base. One away here in the 6th. Judd Harris, a strikeout and a single tonight. And these two teams back at it tomorrow up in Baldwin County. 5 p.m. doubleheader. First offering good from Johnson, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 missed a bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Good in there for a strike. Sweeper, the 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Playing the bottom of the 6th, 4-3, Baldwin County. And high and tight. 2-2. Baseball going on here. Girls soccer, I believe, going on behind us. Yep. Two just missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2. And try to get him to chase, almost chase, and draws a 1-out walk. Now back to Trendon Beebe.
Coming to the plate for your Dolphins, number 7, Trendon Beebe.
Beebe, a single and a run scored and a flyout tonight. Biggest thing right now for Judd Harris over at first base, you do not want to get picked off in the bottom of the 6th inning. Had 2 of them earlier in this game, 1 for each side. Trace Moore got picked off in the 2nd for Gulf Shores. Swaden Bird got picked off for Baldwin County, also in the 2nd inning. And a meeting on the mound coming here to Reed Johnson. Warm-up action continues in the Baldwin County bullpen. And Gulf Shores has won 4 in a row. Baldwin County has won 4 of their last 5. Gulf Shores took both matchups a year ago. In the 4 games, the 4 wins in a row for Gulf Shores, they've scored 9, 19, 19, and 11. Tonight just held to 3 here as we play in the bottom of the 6th. Runner at first is Judd Harris. Trendon Beebe at the plate, and Trace Moore to follow.
Freeze! Everybody clap your hands.
All right, Reed Johnson on the mound. Judd Harris leads from first. Big off to first, had him leaning just a bit. Back in time. First base umpire has been very busy over there tonight. A lot of pickoff attempts, especially by the Baldwin County pitching staff. There's another one. I know it'll never happen, but high school baseball getting the MLB. Oh, off the glove of Johnson to first. And that one is, oh, what a play by Aiden Owens. Everybody's going to be safe. We'll give Beebe an infield base hit. But Aiden Owens saved a couple of bases over there at first. Wow. He has been excellent at first base tonight. And now Trace Moore. More runners for the Dolphins. Looking to capitalize here with the bottom third of their order. Looked like for sure that ball was going to get past Aiden Owens. He somehow snagged it and held Judd Harris to second. It was a hit and run. That one's fouled off, and again, Cam Drinkard getting the worst of that. Moore singled back in the second, popped out to Owens back in the fifth. Yeah, Judd Harris was off with that pitch, and right off the end of the bat for Trendon Beebe, off the glove of Johnson, and it trickled over to Wyatt Lee at second base. 0-1 and a nice one there from Johnson, and it's 0-2. And bullpen action continues for the Tigers down the right field side, right field line out here. Moore behind 0-2. John Will Nix on deck. And Harris back in time to second. Just the spin there from Johnson. Johnson comes set. The 0-2. Missed high and away. Waste pitch there from Reed Johnson. Dolphins had a crazy finish in their last game. Walk-off error to win that one 11-10 last week. And again, Johnson spins with no throw. The 1-2 popped up. It will be an infield fly rule will be called. And there's two away. Now John Will Nix. Ground out and a hit by pitch. Gulf Shore softball team at Spanish Fort tonight. Does that sound right?
I know our JV's there.
Okay. All new cities. I'm just trying to talk. Just trying to talk silly. So. Oh, and the first base umpire calls a balk. So the first base umpire called that balk, and now 2 on and 2 out in scoring position for Gulf Shores. All right, big opportunity here for John Will Nix, the starting pitcher tonight, in line for the loss. It'd be his first of the year. Try to check his swing, and a sweeper in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Johnson wheels and deals. One ball and 1 strike. Now looks to the wristband for the the pitch call. Now it's going to be hit into left field. That'll score one. They're going to send the runner from second. The throw is in time, but it's bobbled. And two will score. John Will Nix with a 2 RBI base hit. John Will Nix got it past Swayden Bird. Harris and Beebe score, and just like that, Gulf Shores has got the lead.
Now batting for your Dolphins, number 2, Nate Perez.
A 2 RBI single there for John Will Nix. Got to second on the throw home. And now Coach Jacks will send an arm to the bullpen. Tells him to get down there fast. All right, Gulf Shores has got the lead here. This young Dolphins team. In for some more excitement. Nate Perez at the plate. There's a strike to Nate. For Baldwin County in the 7th, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. First lead of the game for the Dolphins. They trailed 2-0 after the top of the first inning. Got one back in the bottom of the first. Tied it up in the bottom of the second. Baldwin County got one in the top of the third. Perez fouls that one out. Johnson ahead 0-2 now. Baldwin County scored another one in the top of the 5th inning. Gulf Shores scored one in the bottom of the 5th to get it to 4-3. And John Will Nix with the 2 RBI base hit. There's just a bit outside. John Will Nix started this game. He was in line for a loss on the mound. It would have been his first of the year. Now he'll have a no decision. 1-2. Got him looking, and that'll end the 6th inning. But the Dolphins take the lead, 5-4. We head to the top of the 7th with the Dolphins leading. You are watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
For veterans, thoughts of suicide can be sudden. Stop, take a break, and breathe. Go for a walk where others are nearby. Call a friend. Take a break. Breathe. Better is a moment away.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
All right, Hayden Brazil back on the mound for Gulf Shores. He is in line now for the win if they're able to hold on. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for Baldwin County here in the top of the 7th inning. Braden Brayer's at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of ground outs and a pop out. He was on the mound to start the game for Baldwin County. First offering from Brazil is in there for a strike. Bryce Stevens is very, I don't want to say dramatic, but very enthusiastic about moving that ball back into the strike zone. The 0-1. There's breaking ball missed a bit high, and it's 1-1. One ball and one strike. The 1-1. Can be hit to first under the glove of John Will Nix, and a leadoff base hit for Baldwin County. First hit of the night for Braden Breyers, and we'll bring up Mitchell Tuberville. 2 for 3 tonight, a couple of singles for Mitchell. He's been stranded twice as well. Runner at first and no outs. Here in the 5th, squares the bunt. Pulls it back, misses low, and it's 1-0. Squares again. Pulls it back. In there for a strike that time. One ball and one strike. Brazil fires home. Squares one. Pops it up. And it's caught. There at third base by Jacob O'Brien. O'Brien went for it. Brazil went for it. It was bobbled about 5 times, and Jacob O'Brien, who started at third base, ended up about halfway up the first base line to make the catch. One away here in the 7th. That'll bring up Aiden Owens. Aiden has had a tremendous day at defensively. Looks at a strike right down the middle. A couple of ground outs and a fielder's choice. He was the one that had that trickler back to the mound that Jackson Boudreau misplayed and threw it home instead of getting Owens out at first. Going to be a lined pass first, but foul. Yeah, there's...
That was foul.
It hit the runners. It hit the runners chalk there. Either way, they tagged him out at home plate, so he'd have been out anyway. So.
Who was standing in foul ground?
Yeah, and the coach comes running out here. Then he asked his first base coach and said, yeah, it was a foul ball. So his assistant coach agreed with him. No balls and 2 strikes here. No balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first and 1 out. The 0-2 from Brazil. Popped up and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Tense times late here at Gulf Shores, in Gulf Shores. The 0-2. Popped up. Second base. Over on it is Howard, and he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away now for Cam Drinkard.
Number 15, Cam Drinkard.
Another big-time performance by this young Dolphins team. Runner at first and 2 outs. Missed high, 1-0. It has been a tremendous baseball game here. It's been a couple of tense moments. The last handful of innings have been. There's a strike. Two-and-a-half-hour ball game right now. We play at 7:37. And now inside, and going to second on the pass ball. Off the glove of Price Stevens. Cam Trinket at the plate. 2 balls and a strike. The Baldwin County catcher. Runner in scoring position for the Tigers. The 2-1. Swung on and missed. And Baldwin County down to their final strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hayden Brazil trying to close the door here and get the win. The 2-2 from Brazil. Line to left and drifting foul. Remains even at 2-2. Give you our final stat line once this ball game is finished up. But a big pitch coming here from Hayden Brazil. Cam Drinker trying to tie this one up with a base hit. Brazil wheels and deals. Got him on the outside corner, and that'll do it. And the Gulf Shores Dolphins come back and win it here tonight. The final score of 5-4. Gulf Shores improves to 13-8. They've won 5 in a row. And Baldwin County falls to 8-12. We'll take a quick break, come back, get your final tallies here from Gulf Shores. It's again 5-4 Dolphins. You've been watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
Welcome back to Gulf Shores as the Dolphins win it in a thriller 5-4 here tonight. Whether you're into football, basketball, soccer, or even ice dancing, you'll always be able to catch the game you want to watch at the Office Lounge in Foley. Choose from 14 big screen televisions, 14 pool tables, and free pool on Saturday. The Office Lounge is open 7 days a week. See more on Facebook at the Office Lounge of Foley, Alabama. Final stat line here. The win goes to Hayden Brazil on the mound for Gulf Shores. The loss goes to Reed Johnson. The game-winning hit was from John Will Nix, the 2 RBI base hit for Mr. Nix. Baldwin County goes 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 9 runners left on base for the Tigers. For Gulf Shores, they go 5 runs, 7 hits. They committed 3 errors and left 4 runners on base here tonight in this opening game of area play here for Gulf Shores and Baldwin County. Again, these two teams will be back in action tomorrow up in Baldwin County. Doubleheader starting at 5 p.m. in more area action. I'll be back with you next Thursday back in Central Wisconsin. The Pittsville Panthers and the Pacelli Cardinals in a big conference matchup in Stevens Point, Wisconsin next Thursday night. Jason Zaleski will be back with you here on Monday in Gulf Shores. Right behind us as the Dolphins softball team will be in action on Monday afternoon or Monday night. We'll have that game for you. Jason Zaleski will have that game for you on Monday. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to our friends here at Gulf Shores and Gulf Shores High School. Big shout out to head coach Chris Jacks and the entire Dolphins baseball team. Good luck to the Dolphins the rest of the season. We'll be watching. We'll be checking it out for the remainder of the spring season. This has been Steve Maves from Gulf Shores Sportsplex here in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Thank you all for tuning in. Once again, the final score, the Gulf Shores Dolphins 5 and the Baldwin County Tigers 0. Have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you again next week right here on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everyone.